today. And our sixth and final main topic today is this. Lucas, it seems that there are finally some early reviews in for Ant-Man 3 and what I have been calling the Quantum Mania of madness. And I've refused to call it anything different. So let's go over. I have an article here pulled up from Collider with some of these Twitter tweets, small bite-sized reviews that we've got. We do this all the time here on the channel for, movies that are coming out to get these early reviews. So let's check some out. Last couple of times we've done this, I will say it's rolled into a serious hype train. And what are we now, like 8 days or 10 days?
Yeah.
It's next Thursday, right? So whatever that is, a few 9 days.
8 days.
It's going to be game week, guys. So let's hope this doesn't steamroll us into too much damn hypeness. Let's see. Great. Stephen Wattenrob says, Marvel's Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is a strong start for Phase 5. I now understand why it's called Quantumania. Jonathan Majors is excellent as Kang and cannot wait to see where it all goes. 2 after the credit scenes are both very good. Okay, strong, positive review. Let's see here. Ant-Man, this is from Brandon Davis, BD. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is by far Marvel's weirdest, zaniest movie to date. Have you ever seen the Guardians of the Galaxy? Okay. Yeah, right. Jonathan Majors stands out strongly. Of course he does. He is a wonderful actor. Good, yeah. Kang elevates the whole film. That is so good to hear. Majors and Paul Rudd are intense together. Loads of CGI, crazy new characters, and an exciting trajectory for the MCU saga. Ooh, I'm like that. That sounds good.
Going, man, but.
Shireri Chwala says, and sorry if I'm butchering your name, but I see you like Blue Man Group, so that's cool. Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is a blast, and I finally answers some of the where is the MCU going questions. Thank God. Takes a minute to pick up, but has some great action scenes, creative visuals, and a terrific villain in Kang. A solid start to Phase 5. Let's see. Hunter Radesi says, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is a lively, fast-paced, deep dive into the weirdest corners of Marvel. Wow. Okay. Second,
zany, weird
kind of thing. That's very interesting. I liked hearing that though, because man, if you it must be pretty weird.
If it's out of
right, no doubt. Still a little mixed on some choices, he says, but the other stuff lands and hits with impact. The MCU is Jonathan Majors' franchise now. I love hearing that last part. But it seems that he had a little things, like he said, still a little mixed on some of the choices. Okay. So I would call that a mixed kind of review, more leaning positive, but nothing negative yet. That's for sure. Let's see here. Fico says, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania is the best of the trilogy. Higher stakes, dangers, and repercussions. It's also got one of the best MC villains in Kang. As soon as Jonathan Majors comes in, it's his show. Kang is a scary, lean, mean, multiverse big baddie. Also, 2 cool post-credit scenes. That's a good positive review again. And lots of positivity about Jonathan Majors Kang really dominating the screen with his presence, which I expect him to do. Even in the trailers of Creed 3.
Yes.
God,
every time he's on
he's leaning against that car, he's like, you don't remember me, do you? Like, just he's so authentic, bro. He feels like a dude. Like, it's so weird. So good. He's really good. Let's see here. Laura says, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania was good. The CGI was stunning. The quantum realm is seriously beautiful. Ooh, I love to hear that. But the story was a bit underwhelming. The film was entertaining and the humor was good. Michelle Pfeiffer stands out from this film. Hey, here we go. So we got a little bit of a different view here, but we have, again, a mixed leaning towards maybe positive, but the story, it seems, was a little underwhelming for Laura. Let's see some more. Eric Goldman says, visually imaginative and very distinct from the other two Ant-Man films. The first is still the best, but this is much stronger than the second. Jonathan Majors makes the impact you hope for the future. Ending frustrated me. Overall, it's good. It's good though, not great. Ooh, I would say again, we're looking at another mixed review.
This dude also said, I mean, he said it's not better than the first. I can't imagine that's hard to beat. You know what I mean? We'll see.
Let's see.
The
Okay.
second one didn't.
Adam Lance Garcia says Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is basically Peyton Reed's unproduced Star Wars film, but with Ant-Man. And of course, that's what I labeled the title of this topic today, because that's what they labeled this article. There's multiple people actually saying and comparing it to Star Wars. Let's see here. Jermaine Lucier says the best Star Wars movie since 2018 is Ant-Man Quantumania of Madness. It's a huge sci-fi adventure with gorgeous world building that feels almost little un-Marvel in how much world building there is. But it's got humor, heart. Kang completely rules, and Michelle Pfeiffer steals it. Another Michelle Pfeiffer bid. Love to hear it. Christian Harloff, we know Christian Harloff, says Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania goes hard in the paint. So fuck you, Christian Harloff. As the big epic sci-fi film, blending Star Wars, Fifth Element, Dune, plus Strange World. I don't think it's going to work for everyone, but I really dug this tone. It's a bit chaotic towards the end, but wraps up nicely. Kang rules. Wow, Christian Harloff, love to hear that you enjoyed it, man. He's pretty critical on some of these Marvel things, so glad that he's enjoying it. Let's see. Tessa Smith says Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania is like Marvel meets Star Wars. There we go again.
Another one, yep.
And I am here for it. Kang is absolutely terrifying. MODOK brings all the ridiculous humor. Jeanette and Kang are perfect, heartwarming father-daughter story. Two important end-credit scenes. Let's see. Carl Wizzle says, was lucky enough to see Ant-Man and Quantumania tonight, and I am surprised by how much of it felt like Marvel's version of a Star Wars film in a good way. There's another one. Also, we're so lucky to have Jonathan Majors in the MCU. Just like in Disney Plus's Loki, each moment he's on screen is magic. And, of course, we're still hoping to get him in Magic Mike. Okay. PLC Culture. Hashtag Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania is super weird movie. There's another weird bid. And possibly the most Star Wars of any Marvel film. At times, there's Guardians of the Galaxy is this. At times, the humor was overly silly and took me out. Think opinions will vary widely on MODOK. Okay, here we go. This I would say was probably a negative opinion. It looks like they had some things, but at least the humor and the story kind of took them out of it. That's never good to see. And that looks like that's the last one. So some mixed things, but the big takeaway that I get from it is that it seems like a big epic. You have the Star Wars comparisons. Something that obviously we hear a lot of that I honestly, seriously had zero doubt of, which is Jonathan Majors' performance, his ability to perform as Kang or any freaking body you need him to. He's amazing, and people obviously are recognizing that. And, I was real worried with his introduction if I could ever take Kang serious, but it sounds like when I walk out of this movie, I'm going to be going, Thanos who? Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. But Lucas, what are your thoughts on the early reactions for Ant-Man Quantumania? There was a couple of quotes too about new characters, lots of new characters,
several of them
world
mentioned
building,
the two post-credit scenes too,
which are important.
Exciting,
Yep. So what do you think?
I mean, obviously my favorite movie of all time is Star Wars. Like I just finished reading the Dune series. I love big world building epics, so I'm probably gonna love this. It sounds like, from a couple of them, the ones that do love it, right? But just like with Star Wars or with Dune or whatever, not everybody loves big, grand, epic whatevers, and that's okay. I'm gonna dig it for sure. But it's great. I mean, it sounds really exciting. I had no doubts about Jonathan Majors. That dude is intense. Like, there is nothing he can't do. What's the one? The Harder They Fall.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
God,
there's a perfect
so
example of his chops, bro. His what do you call that? When
Acting chops?
No.
Yeah. His diversity range.
Yeah, his range. I mean,
For
dude,
sure.
it's all over the place. Are you kidding
Right.
me?
Well, and not just that, but he beefed up because he is so skinny in that movie.
Are you kidding? Have you seen the
I
posters
have.
for Creed 3?
I have.
That dude is built like a god, bro.
Somebody said that this is Kang's MCU
yes,
now.
right. It's his world
I think
now.
this is Jonathan Majors'
right,
world
no
now.
doubt.
Dude,
well,
this is
someone
a
else
star.
said we're blessed to have Jonathan Majors in the MCU.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a real great
that is
way to look at it because
right.
it's so true. Like, we didn't know what we got. We really didn't.
Right.
And now that we're starting to realize it, it's like, damn, we got a fucking, like, academy level.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
we got one, like, the next Denzel Washington.
Pretty much,
like,
yeah.
But young
Right.
and still ready to go, you
Right,
know? And,
for sure.
and clearly committed to these characters, too.
Obviously, yeah,
Even He Who Remains, you know, he did so much justice to even that character. We haven't even
For like
seen
6 minutes.
the Conqueror
Yeah.
version yet,
Right.
you know?
Well, and I think, like you said, I think the contrast between He Who Remains, it's going to make you, because I love that scene, that whole last episode. I mean, I love Loki in general, but I know you were like a little unsatisfied with it at the end. I think that seeing Kang in this new light will make you go back and appreciate that more because of the contrast. Because he who remains is like, dude, I am the only thing that's stopping me
Right.
from killing everything.
Right.
Do what you're going to do, I guess.
Right.
So it's exciting stuff. I'm excited to get some more answers.
The other big thing that I could take away, and the only thing that I hope that truly delivers of all the things said, is that we get, where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
You know, steer me somewhere, Captain.
Right. For sure.
I'm Captain
starting
Feige.
to lose hope.
Yar,
Yar.
Captain Feige. Steer us in a direction, Captain. You say west, we'll go west. You know, give me something, though. And it seems as if, from a few of these, we're going to get some sort of
and
idea.
Two good post-credit scenes
of where we're going, right? I'm imagining.
Surely like Loki, maybe.
Maybe,
Who knows?
or Wolverine, or Sati, you know?
I want to say one other thing, too, though, that one of the, first, reviews mentioned was Paul Rudd and Jonathan Majors together are intense. And, we don't
You can see that in the trailers.
We don't give that good old Kansas boy Paul Rudd enough credit. That dude, I mean, I know he does a lot of goofy movies, but if you've ever seen him in a serious movie, what's that one? The Fundamentals of Caring?
I'll tell you one. It's called Avengers Endgame.
There you go. Perfect.
Just the moment when he
Perfect.
comes up and Cassie comes out and he's like, "You're so
Dude,
big."
and I cannot
that
wait to
line,
see this.
You're
Yes.
so big. That's it. Made me fucking cry,
Right.
bro. I'm like, God damn it.
He's so
she
good,
is,
and I
like, 'cause
can't wait
you
to
feel
see.
it. He's so
I
good.
feel like in Ant-Man 1 and Ant-Man 2, you kind of get a little bit. Obviously, in
That's
Endgame,
what
you
we
get a
talked
lot
about.
of
We
emotion.
get that goofy and all that, but I think we're gonna get that goofy, but we're gonna
get
like
that heart. We're gonna get
some serious heartstrings pulled here.
I'm so ready.
Yeah, I am. I'm just not ready to let go of Paul Rudd being Ant-Man, I guess. I'm really not.
Let's hope we don't have
it's
to.
crazy because honestly, with a lot of them, I really don't care. But, with Ant-Man, I guess I don't care about the character enough to see it continue, honestly, if Paul Rudd isn't. I mean, I don't want to see Cassie Lang's Ant-Man. I don't care enough about it.
it's a part of the
Same
Young
with
Avengers,
Hawkeye.
sure.
I mean, I love Hawkeye. I love Jeremy Renner playing it, but Kate Bishop or whatever, I
Only
just
as
don't
part
care.
of the Young Avengers. You know
Sure,
what I mean?
for like
sure.
a newer generation or younger generation, that you're trying to bring into the MCU, I think that's great. But
sure.
I don't know, man. For someone that's been around this long, it's kind of hard to want to see someone.
Well,
else.
maybe as Azazel gets older, right?
Yeah,
she'll
for sure.
start to,
right.
You'll be able to
I'm sure
appreciate
she'll
it
love
in a
Kate
different way.
Bishop and Cassie Lang, females playing these characters too, specifically, which I guess we need more of.
We do.
We need more of that representation.
we want this to be able to continue so we can share it with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm super excited about this. I can't wait to see it. We're just 1 week away. Next week we'll be going out Thursday to see it, and then right after that we'll be going out of town to do some huge stuff that we will probably honestly announce, either tomorrow or Friday. When are you going to be back on the show, Lucas?
Let me check my schedule.
Okay, cool.
Tomorrow or Friday, probably.
So probably tomorrow or Friday. We have some big announcements that we have coming up that I'm super excited to talk about. And and then I think we also have some announcements for a Super Bowl stream coming up. But guys, before I get into all that, actually, let me end this topic by saying, guys, what are your thoughts on these early reactions for Ant-Man and Quantumanium of Madness? Definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below.